right, Cedric Hill here, your favorite city manager, city of Talladega. Welcome. We're at Timber Ridge, old golf course, and we're here with two young men who have decided to invest here in the city of Talladega. Coming aboard, we always talked about having a sense of pride and restoring life and the quality of life to the citizens of this community. So I'll allow these two gentlemen to introduce themselves and tell us about your background.
My name is James Nash. I'm the president of Combined Construction and Timber Ridge Development, 35 plus years in the construction industry.
I'm Stephen Costello. I've been doing construction for 30 years. Him and I have been partners for 12. We started Combined Construction and have been buying properties, and we've got this now. Thank you.
And we're excited about it. I can recall one day I was driving down in front of First Bank of Alabama and just pulled over and just started talking to these gentlemen about things going on in the city. I believe I was vice president at the college at the time, and ran into them again, and they talked about this property, and I happened to know the person who owned the property, and we were able to introduce them, and the rest is history. But I want to ask a question. You can invest anywhere, and you all have already invested in a lot of places, but why the city of Talladega?
We invested in Talladega because of the people. We're originally from Georgia, and we work all over the country building apartments and renovating. We bought and sold a lot of buildings, properties, different states and all of that. But when we come to Talladega, we've never met people that are just so opening and welcoming. We're blown away by it, in all honesty. We've never went anywhere to where, we met Seddrick. He was walking up the road. We were renovating the old bed and breakfast. He just popped in, introduced himself, being nosy, but also being a great guy. So we bought the Wren Manor was our first purchase here. And after that, we bought bed and breakfast. We bought the Townsend buildings, a couple buildings off the square. And it just seems like every time we buy something, it just draws more and more people to us. And everybody we've met here, from the average person working at Walmart to the gas station, the city council to the inspectors, to people over at AIDB, they just greet us with open arms like we're one of the family. And we have never had that happen anywhere. So we have fell in love with Talladega. We're going to make Talladega our second home. We're going to invest millions of dollars here because there is a huge potential of growth for Talladega. And the people here, they want growth. They want something that they can afford. They want people they can trust. And it took us a couple of years to gain trust here because it was like, what makes you different from any other contractor or developer is like, we do what we say. It might take us a little longer, but we do what we say. We're open book, we're fair, we're honest. We don't have to worry about looking behind our back for any reason.
And I really can't add to any of that either, because it's the people here. It is. I mean, like I was saying before, you can go into Walmart and go in there the next day and see some of the same people. Where I live, that doesn't happen.
Okay.
So this is home.
Here, it's you think about the opportunity of I think the numbers were anywhere from 50 to 60% of the individuals who work here lived outside of the city. This housing development is going to help individuals who work here actually live here also. And I believe that's really important. Can you describe some of the phases? I know you've met with the Alabama Institute for the Deaf and Blind, with the community college, I believe and several others, Presbyterian Home, on how that's all come together.
Yeah, we reached out and to the schools, like Seddrick said, and Presbyterian Homes. They greeted us with opposition at first because we're outsiders, until we were able to actually sit down and talk like we are now. And now we're all one big happy family. We never had any intention of building a housing development here. That was never even on our radar. But the more we got to talk to people, understand what Talladega needed, it's housing. So we started asking, what can we do to help bring in housing? What do you need? And it's they're wanting to retain the young kids, help them buy a home, grow their families here, and not have to leave. And we formed partnerships with AIDB and KEC with some of their students that hopefully is going to take place in October that wants to learn how to do construction. We're going to help train them, give them a job. Hopefully they're going to build their future home. And we're building cottages, which range from 600 square foot to a little over 1,000 square foot as a starter home. So our goal is to retain them here to work.
That's right.
They're going to buy their first home here. As their family grows, then they can buy one of the larger homes we'll build. And there's never a reason to go out of Talladega except vacation or to visit somebody.
Teach them to stay here.
Yeah.
Teach them how to do the job and build their own home while they're here.
So you've been wondering, is this a myth or is it really going to happen? Well, let's talk about what's happening on August the 11th.
We're having a open house ribbon cutting ceremony. I think we're having a town hall here as well. Everybody is invited.
Will there be any
What
food?
got happen.
Any food?
We haven't talked about that, but I'm sure there's going to be some food.
Yeah.
There'll be plenty.
But one good thing about our ribbon cutting ceremony is we're involving the whole community. We want
That's right.
hundreds of people from the community and surrounding communities to come out, watch the ribbon cutting ceremony on our phase 1, which is going to be 12 homes to start with. Immediately after the ribbon cutting ceremony, we're going to come back here to the clubhouse. We're going to all sit up here at tables, let everybody ask questions of us being a developer. We're going to have our lenders here, our agents here. You can get pre-qualified on that same day. You can pick out a lot. You can pick out a floor plan, and we will start building your future home for you. We will have some prizes that will be given away from lenders and agents.
Maybe
So whether you buy a home or not, come on out, get some free food, hopefully win a prize worth some money.
we chatted about doing some free upgrades for people that actually purchased that day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, anybody
Yes.
that purchases that whole week,
Yeah.
we're offering up to $15,000 to $20,000 in free upgrades on flooring, cabinets, and light fixtures. One thing too that sets us aside from most of other developers, we're going as green as possible. We're putting in high efficiency LED lighting, high efficiency heating and air. We're putting in low flow toilets, low flow shower heads. So we're doing everything in the world we can to keep your costs down on utilities. And we're doing solar street lights. And we're building a community to be green, very family oriented. We're going to have a lot of green space, walking trails throughout the property, dog park. And the list just goes on and on.
We want it to be more than just a home. We want it to be a place that you can bring your friends and have something to do.
So if I bring an IOU, I can possibly get a home?
Absolutely. And the key word being possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think your IOU is good.
What I love about you all also is that you, not only are you, everyone's in the business, of course you want to make funds, but your original investment in the way that you all involve yourselves throughout the entire community, I believe is tremendous. You don't only talk about housing, you talk about workforce development, getting kids involved, how you can support other initiatives. And one very important one that I'm very proud of is, of course, we've had a tremendous partnership with Shaquille O'Neal and with Jeff Hoffman on our golf course project and on our possible STEM Academy. And we had the opportunity for you all to meet them, and now they want combined construction to do the work on the golf course and on the STEM Academy. So what does that mean to you, being able to just get in? You came here for one project, now you're possibly going to be doing 4 more projects.
We're embedded. Like I said, we're not leaving Talladega. Talladega is our second home.
Yeah.
And,
This is our retirement, at least mine. It's
you
my
know,
retirement.
and like I said, if it wouldn't be greeted with open arms like this, we wouldn't have had the opportunity to meet everybody, to meet Shaq and Jeff and all of them. And for them to see the potential we have and to want to have us do their work,
Yeah.
there's no higher honor than that.
Yeah.
In Georgia, we've done a lot of work for a lot of movie stars, ball players, stuff like that, but they are what they are at the end of the day, and they're rich people. But with Shaq and Jeff and them, they're very humble. They come from a very humble beginning, and I think that's how we relate very well together. Is we're the same way.
They're approachable, I guess.
Yeah.
We're not out to make $1 million off of somebody's back. We're here to make $1, but we're here to build a community and help retain the community.
And I'm really excited to learn how to train people that have like sight impairments, hearing impairments.
Yes.
And we don't know how to do it, but we're going to learn.
Right.
And I was talking to them about some of the classes, and you'll go blind for a full day, and so that you know how they feel. And I'm really excited for it, but I'm also scared for it as well.
Yeah. Was it 2 weeks ago, I believe, we rode out to Shockoe Springs, another great attraction here in the city. And I pointed to a project, and they said, I don't think we've ever done anything like this. But you stayed there and we studied it. And James and I had to get him to come back to the truck.
Yeah.
What amused you so much about it? And now I wanted to possibly take on that project for our Parks and Rec.
Not because it's really cool. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, that is an amazing place. That's something that would like be for adults as well.
Yeah.
I don't think there's an age limit on climbing walls and shooting hoops. We would love to do that for Talladega because that's where I would be hanging out. So,
And Talladega should be known for more than the race.
Right.
yes.
And hopefully by the time we're finished here, it will be known as Talladega, like Noonan has the city of homes. We want it to be Talladega, the county and city of homes.
Love the
and
lake.
family.
The
And-
lake.
oh,
That
the
is
lake, yeah.
Fantastic location.
You know, I believe you. I should put a little fishing pond in here.
That would be good.
We actually have 3 ponds on the property
Yeah, okay.
that have a lot of fish in them.
Right. Okay.
Turtles for sure.
We're going to have to
A lot
go
of
look at
turtles.
that.
Yes. And, but like I said, we want this community here to be very green, very family oriented. So we will have the community gardens, the walking trails, the green space. We just want it to be very inviting for everybody.
All right. And this concludes our tour, but I can't thank you all enough for your investment in the city of Talladega. All the things that you're doing, all the things that you're bringing here. We are continuing to restore a sense of pride. And any closing words?
We cannot thank you or the city of Talladega for welcoming us with open arms.
All right.
Yeah, man. You guys were amazing.
Okay.
You made it real easy for us.
And I owe you for my first home.
Possibly.
Okay.